You know that moment when someone says, "So, how's the weather?" And your brain just freezes while everyone else is laughing about their weekend plans. You're standing there like a robot trying to compute the correct human response. Here's the thing, if you're smart, small talk isn't just awkward. It's actually harder for you. And no, I'm not just saying that to make you feel better. There's actual science behind why intelligent people struggle with casual conversation. I used to think I was broken. In college, I could debate philosophy for hours or explain quantum mechanics. But ask me about someone's vacation. Complete shutdown. My friends would flow through conversations effortlessly while I stood there overthinking every single word. Turns out, there's a reason for this. And once you understand why it happens, you can actually fix it. So let's break down what's really going on in your brain during small talk, and more importantly, how to get better at it without losing yourself in the process. First, let's talk about what I call the efficiency trap. Smart people are wired for efficiency. Your brain is literally optimized to find patterns, solve problems, and cut through unnecessary information. That's your superpower in most situations. But here's where it backfires. Small talk isn't meant to be efficient. When someone asks, "How was your weekend?" they're not actually requesting a detailed chronological breakdown of your activities. They're performing a social ritual. They're saying, "I acknowledge your existence and I'm friendly." Your brain knows this is inefficient. It screams, "Why are we discussing weather when we could be talking about something that matters?" A 2015 study from the University of Arizona found that intelligent people actually report less life satisfaction from frequent social interactions. Why? Because their brains are constantly evaluating whether the conversation has substance, and small talk by definition doesn't. So when your coworker mentions their dog for the third time this week, your brain isn't engaged, it's bored. And when your brain is bored, it shows. You give short answers. You forget to ask follow-up questions. You accidentally make that face, the one that says, "I'd rather be literally anywhere else." But wait, it gets worse, because the efficiency trap isn't even the main problem. The second issue is what psychologists call analysis paralysis. Your brain is constantly running simulations. Before you speak, you're analyzing, is this interesting enough? Will they think I'm weird? Is this the right thing to say? What if they misunderstand me? Normal small talk doesn't survive this level of scrutiny. Someone with average social instincts just talks. They say, "Oh cool, I love pizza too," without questioning if it's profound enough. They're not worried about whether their comment about the traffic adds value to human discourse. But you've already rejected 5 different responses because they weren't clever, interesting, or meaningful enough. Here's a real example from my life. I was at a party and someone mentioned they just got back from hiking. My brain immediately did this. Option 1, that sounds fun, too generic. Option 2, ask about the specific trail, but what if I don't know the area? Option 3, share my hiking experience. Is that making it about me? Option 4, ask about wildlife that's random, they'll think I'm weird. So I said, nothing. Just nodded. And the conversation died. A study from Case Western Reserve University found that people with higher cognitive ability actually have more social anxiety in casual settings. Not because they lack social skills, but because they're overthinking the social skills they're using. You're not bad at small talk. You're just playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. And there's one more thing making this even harder for you. Smart people need intellectual stimulation the way other people need oxygen. Your brain lights up during deep conversations about ideas, theories, and concepts. But small talk is the mental equivalent of watching paint dry. Neuroscience research shows that intelligent brains have more active default mode networks, the part of your brain that activates during complex thinking and self-reflection. When you're forced into shallow conversation, you're literally understimulating your brain. It's like asking a professional athlete to walk slowly. Sure, they can do it, but it feels wrong, uncomfortable, unnatural. So what happens? Your mind wanders. You start thinking about that book you're reading, or that problem you're trying to solve, or what you're going to eat for dinner. Meanwhile, someone's telling you about their new blender, and you realize you haven't heard a word they've said for the past 30 seconds. And then comes the guilt. Why can't I just be normal? Why can't I care about the blender? But here's what nobody tells you. You don't have to change who you are. You just need a different strategy. Okay, enough diagnosis. Let's fix this. Shift number 1. Reframe the goal. Stop treating small talk like a waste of time. It's not about the content. It's about the connection. When someone talks about their weekend, they're not trying to inform you. They're trying to feel seen. They're offering a small piece of their life, and your job is just to acknowledge it. Think of small talk as social glue. It's what makes deeper conversations possible later. You can't jump straight to, "What's your philosophy on existence?" with a stranger. You have to build trust first. Reframe it in your mind. This isn't about exchanging information. This is about making this person feel comfortable around me. Once I made this shift, everything changed. Small talk wasn't a puzzle to solve, it was just kindness. Shift number 2. Use the curiosity hack. Here's the trick that saved my social life. Find one thing to be genuinely curious about. Even in the most boring conversation, there's something you can dig into. Someone mentions their job in accounting? Ask what the weirdest financial mistake they've ever seen is. Someone talks about their hometown? Ask what it was known for. You're not faking interest. You're directing your natural curiosity toward the human behind the small talk. I started doing this at networking events. Instead of dreading surface-level conversations, I'd challenge myself, find one surprising thing about this person. Suddenly, small talk became a game, and games are stimulating. Shift number 3. Build your small talk library. This sounds mechanical, but trust me, it works. Smart people improvise everything because they assume their intelligence will carry them through, but small talk isn't about being clever. It's about being prepared. Create a mental list of 3 go-to questions. What's been keeping you busy lately? Any fun plans coming up? How'd you get into that? 3 personal stories you can share, keep them short, 30 seconds max. And 3 ways to gracefully exit a conversation. It was great chatting. I'm gonna grab a drink, but let's catch up later. This removes the cognitive load. You're not improvising anymore. You're running a script. And that frees up your brain to actually listen and connect. Now I know what some of you are thinking, but isn't this fake? Shouldn't I just be myself? Yes, be yourself. But yourself can also be someone who learns skills to navigate the world more effectively. You wouldn't refuse to learn a foreign language because I should just be myself and speak English. Small talk is the same thing. It's just a language you haven't learned yet. And here's the beautiful part. Once you get better at small talk, you can use it to find the people worth having deep conversations with. Small talk is the filter, not the destination. I promise you there are brilliant, fascinating people hiding behind, "How's your day going?" You just have to be patient enough to find them. Look, if you're smart and you struggle with small talk, you're not broken. You're not antisocial. Your brain just works differently. But the world runs on small talk. Jobs are found through it. Relationships start with it. Communities are built on it. So here's your challenge. This week, try one of these shifts. Just one. Reframe one small talk conversation as connection practice. Ask one genuinely curious question, or prepare one go-to story you can share. That's it. Don't try to become a social butterfly overnight. Just take one small step toward making small talk suck a little less. Because you deserve to feel comfortable in social spaces. You deserve friendships that start shallow and grow deep. And you deserve to stop feeling like an alien every time someone asks about your weekend. You've got this. Let's get better together. If this helped you, let me know in the comments what your biggest small talk struggle is. And if you want more content on navigating the world as a deep thinker, subscribe and hit that notification bell. See you in the next one.